Today we're at Sammy-D's here at Harrahs Resort in Atlantic City. We're going to sample some of Sammy's specialties and then take you back into the kitchen to meet the chef owner himself, Sammy D. Join us as we take you on this visit to Sammy-D's. How cool is this? Chef owner Sammy D here inside Sammy-D's. We're in this very active kitchen, and man, look, we're going to do something here. What is this?
This is a French dip. You know, it's kind of a classic sandwich. One of the nice things we do, this is on a fresh challah bread we have made for us, woven. So it's a pretty simple sandwich. We braise brisket really long and slow. And on the pickup, we basically just drop it into some au jus, which is the broth from the cooking liquid, and horseradish sour cream. At the end, we just have a little au jus, extra au jus, so you can dip your sandwich in. So I'll walk you through the steps quickly. It's fairly simple. You take a little bread, a little butter on here, spread it a little on there just to toast up the bread a bit. So we go right on the griddle here. Get a little toast action going on. Like I said, we have our beef just warming up in the au jus. Really fork tender. This cooks beautiful. You were talking about brisket earlier.
Yeah.
So we got your brisket. We got your brisket.
And Sammy-D's is open late night and Saturday. Well, you can catch them anytime, day and night.
Well, yeah, we're open breakfast, lunch, dinner, late night on the weekends, and we have a lot of fun. I mean, we serve a lot of people. We're actually getting you a statistic right now. What's the statistic? 199,000, almost 200,000 people so far. We've been open, I don't know how long now. Since January 18th. January 18th.
Since January 16th this year. So this is absolutely incredible. And by the way, Sammy-D's is located directly across from the extremely popular, in fact, the number 11 nightclub in the country, the Pool After Dark here at Harrahs. So if you're going in there to do a little partying, don't party on an empty stomach. Stop at Sammy-D's first. Look at this.
So here we go with our beef brisket going on to the challah bread. We'll pile it on high. And then we're just going to take some of the extra au jus into the cup. And that's really to dip it in. This is our...
a little bit of sauce on the side. Is that a horseradish sauce?
Horseradish sour cream. So it's basically just atomic horseradish, which you really want to get that strong horseradish flavor. Salt, pepper, Worcestershire. So all the things that kind of go good with beef. Put on top there. Toothpick.
Now, if the name sounds familiar, if you know Chef Sammy D, and you do, you know he has restaurants in New York, he's in Vegas, he's in Australia. Go figure. He's going universal.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty funny. I mean, I know you're a big fan of the wings, but it's the great thing is those wings have grown popular now around the world. It's funny. When I first started with those back in my first restaurant in 1994, the original first in New York, I made the wings, and it was like, I wanted to be known for other stuff. I thought the wings were like a fun thing to have on the menu, and every chef that wound up coming there, went for those wings. So now I look back at my life, almost 27 years later, and say, hey, it's great to be known for something. So the wings have been by my side, and then, we've had, tons of people eat them all over the world.
He's got the greatest wings. In fact, the best in Atlantic City by the Mark Berman Show. That's right, as advertised and talked about on there. They're lollipop wings. And what makes a lollipop wing?
Well, really, it's how we surgically almost cut those wings. We take the top and bottom knuckle off the wing. We pull out the extra bone on the top part of the wing, and the bottom, we just leave the one bone in there. What happens is when you fry them, the meat kind of pulls down, so you get a really succulent, juicy piece, and kind of comes off the bone. It's almost like a very ladylike type of wing.
Inside with Sammy D here. This is where it all takes place, the kitchen, with all those meals served, the ultra hip happening and very cool eatery, Sammy-D's here at Harrahs. A few minutes with Sammy D, the French dip, and I'm Mark Berman for NJ.com.